All right, first up, Hold Rubino.
Hi, Bobby. Congratulations on your 100th win at Arizona State. It looks like turnovers were a big storyline. Half of your points in the first half came off their 11 turnovers, but in the second half, Beavers really took care of the ball. Was that really one of the biggest differences in your mind tonight?
I agree with you. I thought our pressure affected them. We were able to get a couple steals. Remy did, House did, and Verge, and they were turned into layups. So anytime you get those type of high percentage opportunities, really fueled what we did in the first half. I believe it was 21-0 and points off turnovers. So that was definitely a big part of our success and us being able to put 41 points on the board and have a double figure lead going into the half. I liked how we they cut it to 4 after we had a 15-point lead and made another good push at the end of the half to have that double-digit lead. That was helpful. As I said in my opening statement, it's just they're a team that is tough to play when they have a lead because they really do a good job of running their half-court offense, and they can shoot the three and they can throw it inside. And so we were hoping to get off to a good start and have them chase us in this game.
Into the second, some meaningful minutes. How do you stay composed in the defensive end? You know that you're undermanned, you guys are short-handed, and you got to find a way to stay on the floor. Yet you're in that foul trouble. What's going through your mind?
I'm having a hard time hearing the question.
We'll go to the next question, Amir.
Yeah, Coach, they spoke about you picking up your 100th win. The regular season's coming to a conclusion now. Just asking you, could you speak about comparing this team to teams of the past you've had here at Arizona State?
Yeah, that's that's an interesting question. This year is, as we've talked about a million times, has been so complicated and so many things being thrown at you that typical years generally don't present you. So tonight was no different with all the guys out. And again, I just like our toughness and I like how we competed. And we've won 3 out of 4, so that's exciting if you look at it from the bright side of things. Over the last 2 weeks and over the last couple of weeks. So and then we have a nice trip in front of us. We get a chance to play two really good teams this coming week.
Next question, Jake Anderson.
Hey, Bobby, congrats on the win. You guys had a couple stretches there where you didn't have any field goals, but you were able to get to the line a bunch, especially in the first half. Can you just talk about how being able to get to the line helped you guys hold on to the win and extending the lead?
Yeah, I think the guards doing a great job of getting downhill and getting to the basket. Remy got fouled on a 3. He's getting to the basket. Verge, same. So those guys did a nice job of attacking the paint, putting pressure on their defense.
Next question, Nicholas Hoodell.
I was wondering some of the lessons that you've learned from the first meeting against Oregon State. Obviously, that was a thriller down the stretch, and as this game was too. What were some of the lessons that you learned from that game and then applied in this game to get the win here?
I feel good about how the team is learning to win these tight games, win close games, and we've done it now. 3 of the last 4, and 3 of our last wins have been close games. And Remy hit a huge 3, a critical moment. Made big free throws. Holland made big free throws, and then we did the things necessary, to get the victory. So it's a good feeling. It felt very similar, in what you touched on there, and how that game was also a very close game.
Next question, Trevor Booth.
Bobby, you had all of your bigs in foul trouble kind of late there in the second half. How challenging did that make things for you guys just to execute on both ends, and what do you think enabled you to overcome it and close late?
Yeah, it was tough. I'm not going to say it wasn't, a setback for us to, especially with Kamani. Kamani's our only true 4-man. I think JG could evolve into that over time, but he took a 3 today. He tried one of those, so he's trying to evolve into that 4-man, but he'll get there. But yeah, so not having him, getting him his 4th foul and having to kind of juggle some unique lineups out there, wasn't the easiest thing. But we had enough veteran players on the court, and we built that nice lead that even though they made a run at us, we were able to make the necessary plays to win.
Next question, Michelle Gardner.
Yeah, Coach, the game you played in Corvallis was a 1-point game. This was a 2-point game, and even dating back a few years, these games are always close. What is it about Oregon State and having these close games every year?
They have Wayne Tinkle does a great job. They have a true style. They're unique. They're going to play the matchup zone. They're going to play some 1-3-1. They're going to change their defenses. They're a team that likes to go deep in the shot clock. So they're going to ask you to guard them 25 seconds, and then you got to make a stand late in the clock, and then you got to rebound. And we didn't always get that done. Later in the later stages of the game, but I really, Ethan Thompson's been one of the best players to, play in the conference. Over his 4 years, had a great career, and so they could shoot it, and they got some big physical guys inside. So they got a nice team. I really like their team and the job that Coach Tinkle has done this year.
Next question, Doug Holler.
Bobby, you guys are starting to play better, but you still have some games to make up and you're running out of time. How concerned are you that you guys might lose an opportunity to string together some momentum here in these next few weeks because of just the schedule and the situation?
You don't know what to expect. This week, you hope that everyone's safe and all the tests are negative and everyone's able to compete. And that's the first step, and just take that day by day, and then we'll hopefully do the same thing the following week and see what additional games could be put together between now and before we head to Vegas. And everyone's working on it. I'm getting updated on it regular basis. We have nothing guaranteed at the moment. That there are things in the works to try and get as many games in as possible, and then hopefully we could get healthy too along the way. Gotta tip my hat to Chris Austin too for him. His ankle was pretty swollen, after practice the next day, and he gutted it out today. Really says a lot about his character to give us the minutes. And he's been really a tough kid since he's gotten here. So I'm very happy about what he did. John Olmstead too. How about John? John, 12 minutes, 5 rebounds, a couple free throws. Played hard, did a really good job for us.
Well, the last 4 questions here to Ethan, Michael, Cheerston, and Mark McClune. Ethan, you're up first.
Yeah, Coach, you talked about the 3 out of 4 of the last games that you won close games. What's the biggest difference between these games and some of the games early on the season when you didn't come out with wins?
Oh, I don't want to get to play the excuse card and whatnot, but we do have a lot of new guys, and learning to play together, learning how to win again. And generally in a true off season, you get 12 games to do that, and you go through some ups and downs, and you figure a lot of things out. And with all the stoppages and postponements, we would be in a typical year in our 3rd conference game right now or something, a 4th conference game. So, and having so many new guys, it's a process that these guys are going through. And that doesn't guarantee us anything in the next close game. You hope that, we're learning how to get it done. And, it's defensive stops, it's free throw shooting, it's making big shots at timely moments. I think, Remy did that. Colin Woods had a big 3. House hit a couple free throws, when he got fouled in his 3-pointer. A lot of guys did a lot of good things today. Just about everybody I put in the game. Mike Aberno came in at the end of the half. He played defense for us 1 possession. So every possession counts, and everything that these guys are doing for 40 minutes today was enjoyable. It was enjoyable to coach this group today.
Yeah, Coach, kind of piggyback off that. Congrats on the 100th win. But do you feel, overall, I know down in numbers like you're talking about, but this is probably one of the best defensive performances as a team that you feel that you've had. And also, I know it's obviously Wednesday, you're playing USC. Do you feel like the quick turnaround is kind of good for momentum, just with the way the guys finished up the game?
Yeah, we're going to have to be careful, just where we're at in terms of, our injuries, and just make sure that, the heavy minutes that the guys play, that we get proper recovery. And tomorrow is going to be more of a mental day, and we'll start preparing for USC a little bit tomorrow with some film, but but it's not going to be real physical. And then, we'll have a day of practice to get ready and head to LA. But it's exciting to play in games like that. And particularly since we're coming off of, again, 3 out of 4 wins, and hoping some guys could get healthy next couple of days, and then we'll hit the road.
Hey, Bobby, only one player that's played in every game for you guys this year. That was Colin Woods. You mentioned his 3. He was also on the line in the final seconds to help seal the win. What can you say about him?
So he's a great kid, first of all, and just really, pleasure to have in the program. Just very unselfish. Came into the program, a local kid, again, that take a lot of pride in Arizona State, and he cares about Arizona State, and wanted to be here, and sacrifice coming off the bench where he had been a starter and averaged 17 a game in his last, at Portland State, and he's done everything that I could ask from him. He's come in when Remy wasn't available for a couple of games and ran our team, and had a great game versus USC, and then he's embraced his role. He's just making plays when the opportunities present themselves.
Last question, Mark McClune.
Hey, Bobby, what does it mean to win 100 games as coach at Arizona State?
Yeah, just it's crazy. It's amazing that I've won that many. I didn't realize it even coming into this game. I remember getting my 100th win at Georgia, as a head coach a few years ago, and that was a fun thing to get that milestone. But it means a lot. This place has provided so many great memories for me, and over the last couple of years, especially some of the wins we've had and the seasons we've had, and the guys that I've been able to coach. I'll go home and think about that tonight. Just all the players that I've been blessed to have here over my 6 years.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.